morning, sunshine. And how are we feeling today?
You are the only person who calls me Jack.
Is that your way of saying you're going to miss me?
I have a visual on the anomaly. It seems to be growing more unstable.
My God! Incoming Jack!
Olivia, everything is going to be fine. Are you injured?
What the hell is this?
I'm called Apollo. I mean you no harm. Ready to execute FTL job.
Here we go! Where are we? Talk to me, Juno.
His digital cortex is showing minimal synapse activity.
Jack? I think he can hear me.
I wish you had told me sooner that you were trying to repair him. I might have been more of a help.
Just keep the connection stable.
And I cannot see chat, so if anybody's there, don't expect me to respond. I don't know why my point of view is like pointed this direction. I should be actually more that way. No, you can't see my hand. Let's see if it crashes. I've been waiting for this game for a long time. I hope it didn't crash. Oh, it didn't. My hands.
There. There, you see?
Oh, wow.
Now here's the sight for sore eyes.
Oh, a little bit, yeah.
Good morning, sunshine.
Hairstyle.
How are we feeling?
I don't know, Captain.
Do you know?
The unit appears disoriented.
Yeah, time traveling 400 years into the future will do that to you.
Are you certain he's fully functional?
Go on, Jack. Tell her you're all right. Jack? Right. Okay. I can fix this. Juno, see if you can pull up Jack's calibration program.
I should be able to repurpose his existing calibration modules to suit our current needs.
It's all right, Jack. Just need to put you through your paces a bit. Sit tight. I'll be here when you get back.
I'll do it. Okay, that was entertaining. Just press the buttons. Oh.
Module D-221. Manual dexterity.
Oh, crap.
Greetings. We have not yet been formally introduced. I'm Juno, a multifunctional, fully transient artificial intelligence. I have been assigned as your caretaker. Seeing as how your previous AI adjutant is unavailable, I will guide you through these calibrations.
He was on the other ship. Duh.
First, close your hand to form a fist. Now extend your index finger. Good. To proceed, use your index finger to press the hollow button in front of you. Reach out and grab the disc.
Oh, that sucked. Can I have another one?
Good. When you are ready, throw the disc through the goal. Calibration module complete. Please stand by.
Well, now.
Module M101. Basic motor functions.
I turned on the subtitles for everybody. Oh, so even myself.
You can grip and pull to move around your environment. This labor unit will guide you through the module.
Okay.
Please follow it through the module.
Can Yeah, I remember this. Whee! I go faster than you, bub.
Take your time and follow the guide. There's no need to rush.
Oh, but I like rushing.
Now carefully pull yourself forward and release to glide to the exit. Calibration module complete.
Okay, somebody wants to get hit.
Please stand by. Module M205.
Yeah.
Maneuvering thrusters.
Oy.
Your hands are equipped with maneuvering thrusters, allowing you to move without grabbing objects.
Well, since I've done this.
Activate your left thruster. Activate your right thruster.
Oh, that's right. I forgot to read the wrist.
Good. Now use your thrusters to reach the door ahead. Remember to aim your wrist in the direction you want to move before you engage your thruster. Your thrusters can be used in short bursts or held down for continuous usage. Press the hollow button near the door to proceed. Now fly to the other end of the tunnel using only your thrusters. Be careful not to touch any surfaces as you move through the tunnel.
Yeah, don't touch the sides. No, nothing? Okay.
Thruster calibration at
Maybe those things
50%.
don't worry, we're just...
Remember, you can move faster by pointing both your wrists in the direction you want to go, and then engaging both thrusters. Calibration module complete. Please stand by.
I'm floating. How do I stay? Man, this robot's really stupid sometimes. Please stand by.
Module C-111. Communications.
I should talk. Things off.
We will now calibrate your communication system. When someone speaks to you, a reply notification may appear above your wrist. You may then respond by holding down the dialogue button on either hand and selecting a reply with your index finger. Hold down the dialogue button now. Input confirmed. Now, continue holding down the dialogue button and use your finger to select a reply.
Like this.
Correct. Vocal selection confirmed. Often you will have a limited time to reply. In these cases, silence is also a valid option. Do you understand?
Acknowledged. I am ready to proceed.
Understood. Continuing calibration. You can also initiate conversations at points of interest throughout your environment. If you look at certain people or objects while you are close to them, their name will appear. Additionally, if they are suitable for dialogue, their name will appear in blue and feature a speech bubble icon.
Just like the first
You may then hold down the dialogue button and select an option, just like a reply.
Actually, not bad. I like that.
When you're ready, speak about the Fury transport model in this room and start a conversation with the labor unit.
Go. Jack crap about that.
A Mark I Fury transport. 1/48th scale.
Indeed. Though no longer in production, my understanding is these vessels remained in service for quite some time. I imagine you and Captain Rhodes use them frequently in your service aboard the Kronos too?
We did, yes.
I see.
There's the light. There's the battery thing right here. That means we're not using this one anymore. There's the light you could grab onto. And then in the front was the cargo area. And what's Bobby Boy over here doing? Too close.
Labor unit, what is your primary directive?
Error code 13.
Oh, my apologies. It would appear that not all of your calibration program has been recovered. One moment.
Really?
My directive is to perform labor aboard the Kronos 2 orbital mining platform.
Your interpretation of a Series 8 labor unit was unconvincing.
Apologies. Without sufficient data on the Series 8 vocalization profile, I did not attempt to replicate it. Nonetheless, we will consider that to have been a conversation. I believe with that, your communication system is fully calibrated. Are you ready to leave the module?
I am ready to proceed.
Acknowledged. Please stand by.
Talk about you were doing VR in VR.
There we are. Everything in working order. I'd say it's high time we got you out of there.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable letting a half-tested android loose in the habitat.
Hey. Floating around. Uh-oh. I did not do that.
What was that?
Just a minor fluctuation in the power grid. Not to worry.
That's the 4th time just this morning.
I assure you, Captain, it's nothing to be concerned about.
Hi.
I'll Be right back.
And there she goes. Come on, let's get you out of that contraption.
Here, I'll get
There we are. Come on out. Try and take it slow. You've been offline for nearly 4 months.
4 months? More than 2 years.
How does that feel?
I'm a little stiff. You may have left out a part or two.
Wait, really? Can you tell me which ones? I'll try and... Hold on. You're just messing with me, aren't you?
I am, yes.
Well, I'm glad your sense of humor's still intact. Okay, so physically you seem to be in order. But I know you've probably got a few questions.
I could do with some catching up, yes.
You bet. Ask me whatever you like. Or, if you'd rather, I can give you a quick tour of our new home. Whatever you want to do.
I could use a moment if that's all right.
By all means. Take all the time you need. Just give us a shout when you're ready to go.
Are these scorch marks a result of my breakdown?
Let's say yes.
I'm getting the impression there's more to this story.
Well, I mean, while I was trying to fix you, I may have accidentally set you on fire.
I beg your pardon?
It only happened once. No. Wait. Twice. But you're here now, so it's fine.
explains why they're 2.
What happened to me?
Truth be told, I'm not sure. We were on the Estrella, still trying to wrap our heads around the fact we'd just, time traveled, when you started crashing. One system at a time.
I'm reading sometimes
I barely managed to save your core memory.
But it's
Luckily, kept you alive long enough for me to work out how to fix you.
Thank you, Liv.
Please. You saved my life how many times? The very least I could do was return the favor.
Oh my god, just a moment, everyone. Alright, come on, headset, come off of me.
It's a lot to take in. I know. Jesus, I've been here nearly 4 months and still haven't managed to wrap my head around it all. Honestly, right now, I'm just glad to have you back.
Hello.
Thanks for waiting.
Not a problem. Shall we?
Oh, hi. Hello. Find your way,
Perfect. I swear sometimes it feels like this place is just a hair's breadth from falling to pieces. Huh. That usually works.
Where exactly are we?
We're on a space station orbiting Saturn.
That sounds familiar.
Well, not our old station, obviously. After we made our jump to the future, we were picked up off the Estrella and brought here and placed in isolation.
Isolation?
Juno says it's standard procedure. As if there is such a thing for time travel. Ah, there we go. Honestly, I wish I knew more about this place. but Juno's not exactly been forthcoming with the details. Hey, maybe now that I've got you back, we can work on getting some answers. And here we have the luxury suite. It's a far cry from my old room on the Kronos, but I think I've managed to spruce it up a bit. What do you think?
You appear to be settling in well enough.
Not much choice, really. I mean, it's not as though we can just hop a charter back to the 22nd century. Juno's let me co-opt a few cargo drones.
Okay, let me do something here. Settings. There it is. Okay, I gotta turn that off.
To dig through what's left of the Kronos.
The Kronos 2 is still out there.
I mean, I can't be sure, but yeah. I think there are at least 1 or 2 sections that managed to stay in orbit after all these years. Plus there was quite a bit of debris that got pulled into the future with us. And it's a good thing, too. Otherwise I'd never have found all the parts I needed to fix you.
I'm not bold there, am
I must admit, I'm a little surprised you've remained in isolation for this long.
Well, I wasn't about to go anywhere without you, was I?
I understand, but
Oh, come off it, Jack. You've done the same for me.
how exactly did we get here?
Believe me, I've been asking that same question for months now.
I meant, how did we get here? To this habitat?
Oh, right. Well, do you remember the rescue shuttle?
Not really, no.
Well, that's all right. Bound to be a few gaps in your memory archive. Basically, we were picked up by a rescue shuttle and brought here.
You're welcome, by the way.
Don't start, Juno. You tricked us into thinking you were human.
It was just a bit of vocal modulation. Hearing a friendly voice made you more inclined to cooperate. I had to deceive you, to get you to trust me.
Makes perfect sense.
Well, it worked.
we're inside probably rock.
I've got to say, I don't think I've ever been more relieved to see you. If there's anything more you want to know, just ask and I'll do my best to answer. And whenever you're ready, we can move on.
You really don't know what happened to me.
Not for certain. Though my current running theory is that your shell tried to self-destruct.
Self-destruct?
I'm thinking it was some sort of latent security protocol, meant to fry all your systems in case you ever got cut off from the Kronos 2's network. Atlas protecting their investment.
I was not aware of any such protocol.
Well, either way, reconstructing your shell seems to have removed that particular feature from your architecture. We've cut your strings, so to speak.
Shall we continue?
Of course. Right this way. The common room's just through here. Well, this is it. Our new home. Such as it is.
Captain Rowe?
Ah, Juno. There you are. We were beginning to worry.
Somehow I doubt that. I thought you'd like to know. We have another cargo drone inbound.
How long?
A few minutes, maybe more.
Ah, perfect. So we have some time then. If you'd like, Jack, go on and have a look around. So, what's the story? Did you work out what was causing those power fluctuations or not?
As a matter of fact, I did.
So we won't have any more problems then.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Brilliant.
One of Apollo's AI cores?
Do you remember when the Estrella first arrived and I thought it was an alien ship?
But it wasn't. It was a human ship from the future. This future.
Right, but here's the thing. I've been on this station for a while and I can find nothing, not a single piece of tech, compatible with this core. Almost as if it doesn't belong here.
That is odd.
That's far from the only mystery I'm trying to suss out at the moment. And since we know Juno is not going to be of any help...
I wish I could assist you, Captain, but I'm afraid my directives forbid me from doing so.
See what I mean? So, it's up to us to go digging around for answers on our own. Here is where I'd like to start.
A holotable.
Much like the one we had back home on the Kronos, apart from one small difference.
Which is...
It doesn't work. The display emitter's shot. If we can replace the emitter, get this thing working, we might be able to access the facility's mainframe.
I assume you've already checked for a spare emitter?
More than a few times. No luck. Not to worry, I've got a friend looking out for a replacement.
A friend?
He'll be along shortly with one of the cargo drones.
Captain Rhodes, speaking of the cargo drone.
Is it on approach?
It is, yes. We'll need you to open the outer door so the cargo drone can dock with the HAB.
Jack? Would you mind terribly? I get it. You're still catching up. Take your time. The drone isn't going anywhere. Just let me know when you want to get started.
Outer door opening.
Thanks. I'm heading up. Look. There's the Estrella. Well, what's left of it anyway.
What happened to the fore section?
Must have broken off when we made the jump. Stayed in the past. Don't suppose we'll ever manage to make it back.
That means whatever was on board he used.
Ah, here comes our little friend now. Look familiar?
That looks like the CubeSat I extracted from our old comms network. P09-CRM.
Think you mean popcorn. It's about time. I was starting to think you'd been lost.
You call him Popcorn.
Well, it's certainly better than P09-CRN. Don't you think, Ep.1?
Fair point.
So, did you find an emitter? And it's going to work this time? Close enough. All right, Jack, let's start pulling in the salvage.
Where do you need me?
There's a delivery chute along the wall to my left. It looks like a big tube sticking out of the wall. Head over there, would you?
On my way.
I'll pull in the salvage. You scan and identify it.
Understood. Hello.
Well, come on. Let's let him out of there before he pops a circuit. Okay, we'll get you out in a moment. Best I can tell, that means thanks. Yes, hello? So, the display emitter is inside? Ah, excellent. Let's finish sifting through the rest of the salvage.
Isn't this one of your old toy dinosaurs from the Chronos 2?
You're right. That's Adam. Remarkable how many of those toy dinos survived.
Would you like to keep it?
Your call. I mean, we don't need it, but I suppose it could be nice to post it up on one of the consoles or something.
I suppose there's no harm in keeping it.
Not at all. He jumped 400 years, same as us. We time travelers have to stick together.
One of my upper extremities, or more accurately, what's left of it.
See? There you go, you found one. Now just repeat that a few hundred more times and you'll start to get an idea of what it took to patch you up. You're lucky the Chronos had so many backup shells.
There's certainly nothing wrong with a little redundancy.
You know, I think I've heard that before.
Very well. Ejected.
Let's see what else we've got.
Radiation. Yes, yes, yes.
That's it, Jack. The emitter.
Shall I run decontamination?
Yes, please. Nice work, Popcorn. All right. Now we're off to the races. Let's get that emitter down to the holo table. About time we got some answers. I'll meet you down there.
Emitter installed.
I'll squeeze underneath and reset the circuit. Right, just give me a tick. How's that? See anything up there?
I'm seeing an image, but it's glitching.
All right, give me a moment. Bollocks. Okay, if I'm reading these schematics right, the only way we're going to sort this out is by doing a complete master reset. As you might expect, there's a number of steps involved. I'm going to need your help here. Okay, you should be seeing a keypad up there. In order to start the reset process, you'll need a specific command code. Try 0915?
Stand by. Confirmed. Code accepted. The system is requesting I use a slider to confirm. It is, however, locked.
Alright, I can unlock it, but this step requires a bit of coordination. I'll need to disconnect the circuit at the same time you confirm the reset.
On the count of 3.
Yes, on 3. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'll unlock it. That was too early. On 3, not before. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'll unlock it. 1, 2, 3. So, how'd that work out?
I'm detecting an increased amount of hydrocarbon particles in our vicinity. Is something burning?
Oh, shit. Shit. Ow, that's hot. Okay, so we're gonna need another power coupling. Should be a replacement kicking around here somewhere. Think you could track it down for me?
Any idea where to start?
I'm sure there's a spare power coupling hanging around close by. You know where it is. Well, go on then.
I'm on it. Here you are.
Thanks, Jack. Just give me a sec. There. Power coupling installed. Give me some good news.
Sorry, Captain. I'm afraid it's a lost cause.
I think she was talking to me.
I was just saving you the trouble.
I'm getting older down here.
It looks like it worked. The holotable is, more or less, online.
More or less.
The image is somewhat distorted.
Well, that won't do. Hang on. How's that? Better?
Yes, that rectified it.
Chiron Station Network Access Client. Habitat Alpha online. Mainframe connection established. Synchronizing control devices.
Liv, you're beeping.
Personal user interface synchronized.
Well, that's helpful. All right, let's see what we can dig up. Here we are. Habitat A.
Those icons. That must be us.
I was right. We're the only ones here.
Yes, well, this has all been terribly enlightening. Shall we move on?
Okay, so there's no one else in the hab. But what about the rest of the station? This is everything.
Affirmative. This image represents all of Chiron Station.
Right, let's see who else is on board. Jack, you mind taking a look at the map while I keep searching on here?
Of course.
I've got some questions that need answering.
We're not receiving any signal from the other habitat.
That's not a good sign. If there was anyone left, the other habitat would be where I'd expect to find them.
The station's generator is deserted as well.
You see that readout? Running a little hot, wouldn't you say?
Indeed. That would explain the power fluctuations we've been experiencing.
Pretty good bet.
Every branch of the station connects to this structure here, the transit hub. Still no signs of any crew. Or anyone at all, really. This part of the facility appears to be under construction.
You think there'd be someone around then?
No reading.
That's odd.
Not showing any occupants in the research wing either.
There's no one. The station's deserted.
According to this, we're alone.
Juno, what the hell? Where's the crew?
Technically, I never said there was a crew on this station.
So we're alone here.
I didn't say that either.
Forget it. I'm not going round in circles with you again. There's got to be something else.
Captain Rose,
Juno, unless you're about to explain to me exactly what the hell's going on, I would keep quiet. Hang on. I think I might have hit upon something here. Looks like a priority message on a loop.
Priority alert. Containment protocols breached. Multiple branch sectors compromised. General evacuation order has been issued.
Oh dear.
Evacuation order?
Proceed immediately to your designated lifeboats. Message will repeat in 1 minute.
All right, Juno. Start talking.
Captain Rhodes, I assure you, there is no need for concern. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh? What do you mean, uh-oh?
I think we need to evacuate.
What was that?
That was an electrical malfunction.
What sort of electrical malfunction?
Oh, the kind we don't need to worry about. Right, Juno?
That last energy spike overloaded one of our substations. The hub's power grid is collapsing.
How do we stop it?
We can't. At least not from here.
So we're just supposed to sit here and do nothing?
Juno.
All right, listen carefully. I may only have a few moments before we lose contact. Jack, I'm unlocking your reactive cutter. There's an emergency release on the door leading out of here. You can use your cutter to gain access. You still have some time before the HAP becomes unsafe. Make your way to the terminal. There should be a tram there that will take you to...
Juno?
Juno, acknowledge. We've lost contact.
You know, I always thought I'd enjoy this moment a bit more.
Perhaps we should...
Get the hell out of here. Yeah. Still a lot of questions that need answering, and sticking around here is not going to help us.
Plus life support is failing.
Yeah, plus that. This must be the emergency release here. Behind this panel on the door.
I'll take a look. I should be able to cut through the bolts that secure the panel. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice! That did it! Here, help me pull it open. You take that side. Jack, hold on. Before we go out there... Listen, that shell you're in now, that's the only one of you there is. If something happens to you out there, if you get shut down, that's it. You're gone. Power's still up in this area.
I doubt that will last. We should keep moving.
Sign above the door says, to tram. That's where we're headed. Whoever built this place...
Initializing scan. Authorization denied. Initializing printing.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm okay. I mean, that did just probably shave a couple of years off my lifespan, but...
Let's hope not.
What the hell was that?
Most likely some form of security measure.
Well, it must not work too well if we're tripping it on the way out.
It doesn't appear to be working at all anymore.
Doors sealed. We must have triggered some kind of lockdown procedure. Not seeing any sort of emergency release or access panel. You'd expect there'd be some sort of override or...
Liv, up here. There's a control room.
Let's see.
If there's a way to get the door open, I expect that is where we'll find it.
Yes, now we just have to find a way inside. But how? All the doors are locked. Yes, exactly. This This damn contraption.
Containment protocol. Please proceed to the infirmary for further instructions.
Good enough. Yeah, let's check it out.
An infirmary, right next to security.
Yeah. Strange. You know, this place looks familiar. Let's have a look around.
There's a small door over here.
Probably an access point for maintenance.
Could give us a way into the control room.
Let's see if we can find a way to get it open.
Why have medical beds in such close proximity to security and the habitat?
Could be a few of the occupants are immunocompromised.
Perhaps.
Anyway, keep looking. We need to find a way into that control room.
This control panel appears to be sealed, though what it actually controls, I'm not sure.
Only one way to find out? Well, only one quick way.
Cut the panel off.
Exactly.
I found a way to access the maintenance ducts,
Nice work.
but the controls are faulty. The accessway won't stay open long enough for me to get inside.
Scoot over. Maybe I can hold it open for you. Didn't see much light up there, by the way.
I assume my headlamp still works?
Should do. Just press the switch on either side of your head.
Headlamp checks out. Good to go.
What's that thing?
Right. I'll hold open the hatch. You head up into the ducts. Ready?
Ready.
There, it's open. Head on up. What do you see?
Very little. I suspect these ducts have not been accessed in quite some time.
See if you can find a path to the control room. How goes it up there?
Still searching.
Keep at it. We need to find a way into the control room. Fingers crossed, the vents will give us access to that control room.
I think we may be coming up on the control room. Stand by. There's some grating blocking access to the control room. I might be able to cut through.
Do it. Not like anyone's gonna notice. Jack, over here. See anything resembling door controls up there?
Give me a moment to investigate. There is a keypad here, but I don't know the access code.
Do you think there could be any chance someone's gone and left it written down somewhere nearby?
I would sincerely doubt it. Do people really do that?
Happens a lot more often than you might think.
That is grossly negligent.
I wouldn't say grossly.
You've done it before, haven't you?
Look, we're burning oxygen here. Go on, see what else you can find.
This appears to be some sort of recharge station, similar to the induction panels on the Kronos.
Well, add it to the list of things that might be useful. Keep looking. There has to be a way to get these doors open.
There's an emergency override switch embedded into the console here. It's not immediately clear how to access it.
You'd think they'd want the emergency override to be easily accessible, in case of, you know, emergencies. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that's what our keypad unlocks.
Oh. Okay.
What about this drone?
I think it's seen better days.
It lacks power.
Okay, well, let's see if our induction charger can revive him.
Stand by. Recharging.
You're thinking it might have the passcode?
The unit's drive data might still be salvageable.
Without your scanner, you'll need Popcorn to extract the data. Popcorn, you can help him out there, yeah? Seems he might have hit upon something.
I think he just passed an objective to my ARM computer.
A bit bossy, aren't you?
Popcorn has passed me the security code. 1451.
Well, let's give it a try.
Override unlocked.
That did it. Security's lifted. Come on out of there. I'll meet you in the next corridor.
On our way. Come on, Popcorn. Let's go.
Great, well done in there. Yes, yes, you too. Well, there's actually a tram here. I was starting to worry...
Captain Rhodes, can you hear me?
Juno?
Juno, your signal is very faint.
The power grid is continuing to collapse. In order to depart, two problems need to be resolved. One, the tram is disengaged from the transit rail line. The second issue is that the exit airlock has been damaged. I'm uploading the schematics for the tram station to the captain's wrist computer.
Juno.
Ah, delightful. She uploaded the tram schematics. These look, a bit in-depth. Right, let's see. Moving tram from maintenance rail to transit rail. See rail cross index walkthrough, which is... inaccessible without P clearance. Lovely. Or... Popcorn can just point out the rail lines. Also works. Not entirely sure, but I believe that's Popcorn speak for this is the maintenance rail. And this is obviously the transit rail. The one that actually goes somewhere. So we'll need to get the tram over to it.
She also mentioned the tram airlock is no longer functional.
Right. That's the other issue. Here, let's multitask. I'll take a look at the airlock while you tackle the tram.
Divide and conquer.
Well, at least one of those.
What's first?
Well, these instructions are somewhat dense. It mentions aligning 4 stasis projectors alongside the tram. These must be them.
Align stasis projectors. I'm on it.
Right. Now, let's see how damaged this airlock actually is.
This projector arm appears to be extendable.
Excellent. Oh, bollocks. They've really mucked up these controls.
Can they be repaired?
Definitely not. Well, maybe. I'll keep you posted.
Projector in place.
Excellent. Just 3 more to go.
Second projector in place. Third projector in place.
Great. Just 1 more to go.
Warning. Life support failure. Please proceed to the nearest evacuation point.
Liv. Don't worry. Oxygen levels remain well above nominal. All projectors locked in place.
Excellent. Okay, we still need to raise the projector arms.
All projector arms raised.
Easy peasy. It also mentions a release control panel that should be located below the tram.
I'm on it. Tram released.
Okay, nice work. Let's see here. Page 1138. Words. Looks like the next step is moving the tram itself over. It mentions a tram control console on the boarding platform.
I will keep an eye out. Liv, this console has been damaged.
Well, shit.
Affirmative. Suggestions?
Maybe see if there's a manual control that can be used instead.
I found a sealed auxiliary panel.
It's worth a look. Let's cut it open.
I've located a control panel.
Give it a try. Just about wrapped up these airlock repairs. How are things looking on your end?
I'm nearly finished here as well. The tram's now aligned underneath the transit rail.
Well done, Jack.
Chiron Station. Rapid transit online. Now boarding.
Shall we? There's a control panel in the front. Mind doing the honors?
Destination set. Please prepare for departure.
Hold on to something, Jack.
Departing for transit hub in 3, 2, 1. Airlock cycle complete. For your safety, please hold on. Accelerating to transit speed in 3, 2, 1.
Oh my god. This place is massive.
Far more expensive than even the holomap implied.
So, where is everyone? What could have happened here?
It is difficult to determine the station's condition from this distance.
Well, I'm not getting my hopes up. Wait,
Something wrong.
do you see that? Up ahead in the cavern?
It must be reacting to the energy flowing through the tram line.
Wait. Are we... We're slowing down.
The tram is on autopilot. Controls are locked until we reach the end of the line. Well, you did want to know what happened to the station.
Right. Serves me right for asking.
That's the power.
Is it possible to feel utterly blindsided and at the same time completely unsurprised?
Approaching destination. Stand by for deceleration. Please hold on. Reducing speed in 3, 2, 1.
At least there's one thing we know Juno was telling the truth about.
What's that?
Probably was a lot safer in the hab.
Now arriving Chiron Station, Central Transit Hub.
Looks clear, as far as I can tell. Let's have a look around, see what we can find.
Welcome to Chiron Station. Today's date is 24 April 2537.
Right. Well, at least the big holographic tree still works.
Indeed. It's possible the power grid is more stable in this area. The hydroponic system must have failed, and judging by the condition of these plants, that was some time ago.
What is this?
A monument?
A memorial. Dedicated to all those we have lost. Devoted to all those we have yet to save.
All the routes are inaccessible.
Seems we were lucky that we managed to get the Hab A-tram functioning.
Chiron Station. Dedicated 10th of March, 2522. Lux hominum vita.
Light of the life of mankind.
Warning. Environmental systems compromised. Atmosphere suboptimal.
Still no life support.
We still have time. We'll find a stable environment. Don't worry.
Who's worried?
There's an emblem here. The Polaris Initiative. The name suggests some sort of scientific or exploratory endeavor.
Maybe. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Still a lot we don't know about this place. No harm in a second look.
Transportation to Habitat B is currently unavailable. In case of an emergency, contact the station's directory.
Not been touched in ages. This is a dead end. Let's keep looking. I'm going up. Jack? Up here. Tell me what that looks like to you.
It's an old Atlas vessel. Pioneer class.
What the hell? What's a ship from our time doing here?
I brought it here.
Juno?
Hello, Captain Rhodes. Jack. I'm glad to see you're still safe.
Juno? Are you saying this is your ship?
That's a complicated question. The ship is my home, but it doesn't belong to me.
Then who does it belong to?
I'm afraid I'm not permitted to disclose that information.
Imagine my shock.
I am sorry, Captain Rhodes. I would tell you if I could, but my directives...
What about life support? Does the ship still have atmosphere?
The ship is currently suffering the same power disruptions as the station. However, if one were to cycle the ship's reactor...
Then we'd have life support.
In theory,
How do we get on board?
the docking platform is in the next sector, through the security checkpoint. I can show you the way.
Hold on. You're not allowed to tell us anything about the ship itself, but helping us get on board, that's no problem.
My primary directive is to keep you alive, and the best way to do that is to get you on board the ship. The door's sealed. I will need a moment to bypass the security constraints.
So, you're really not part of the station?
I am what's known as a transient program, capable of gaining limited access to a variety of different networks. But I consider the ship to be my true home. There we are.
Never thought I'd see an Atlas ship out the window again.
Do you think it's safe? Following Juno to that ship? There's clearly a lot more she has yet to tell us.
Yeah, but not by choice. Somebody's pulling her strings. And I'll bet whoever it is, they're on that ship. Looks like we've got another door on the blink.
Let's get a closer look.
You see anything?
Liv, there's something moving on the other side of the door. Some sort of creature.
Let me guess. Small, spongy, and covered in tentacles.
How did you know?
Because there's one over here, too. Come and have a look. What is that?
That is a tick.
I'm sorry, you say that like I'm supposed to know what it means? Ugh.
Ticks are an evolved form of the biomass.
What is it doing?
Ticks instinctually seek out the nearest viable energy source, which, in this case, happens to be the captain.
Lovely.
I wouldn't worry yourself, Captain. I'm reasonably certain it can't break through the glass.
Alright, so now what do we do?
The only way we can proceed is by removing those ticks.
Well, let's have a look around then. There's got to be some way to get rid of these things.
What about that disposal unit?
That might work. You'll just need to find a way to get them into the chute. It will be dangerous, but I don't see any other option. You'll need to clear the area before boarding the ship.
How the hell are we supposed to clear the room if we can't even get inside?
According to the station schematics, there should be another way to access the security checkpoint through the loading bay. It's just this way.
It's awfully dark in there. Are you sure it's safe?
I'm seeing a considerable biomass presence on the other side.
Shit.
Captain Rhodes, I'm afraid this means you'll have to stay behind.
What?
Jack and I will continue through the loading bay. Once we clear the docking terminal...
No, absolutely not.
I'm sorry, Captain, but I cannot allow you to proceed. The risk is far too great.
Well, if it's too risky for me, it's too risky for Jack.
Too risky for Jack. Too risky for Jack. Too risky for Jack. Too risky for Jack. Too risky for Jack. Too risky for Jack. Too risky for Jack. Too risky for Jack. Too risky for Jack. Too risky for Jack. Too risky for Jack. Too risky for Jack. Too risky for Jack. Too risky for Jack. Too risky for Jack. Too risky for Jack. Too risky for Jack. Too risky for Jack. Too risky for Jack. Too risky for Jack. Too risky for Jack. Too risky for Jack. Too risky for Jack. Too risky for Jack. Too risky for Jack. Too risky for Jack. Too risky for Jack. Too risky for Jack. Too risky for Jack. Too risky for Jack. Too risky for Jack. Too risky for Jack. Too risky for Jack. Too risky for Jack. Too risky for Jack. Too risky for Jack. Too risky for
It's all right, Liv. I'll be careful.
Jack, no. We've been over this. Listen, I know you're used to thinking of yourself as invincible, but you're not. Not anymore. If you go in there with only one shell and something happens, you could...
Actually, Captain, I think there may be a way for Jack to avoid that possibility.
Yeah, he can avoid it by not going.
As I was scanning the loading bay, I detected a working fabricator in the adjacent section. If Jack and I can get it powered on, we should be able to use it to scan his architecture into the station's database.
So... you're saying he'd be able to reboot again?
Exactly.
From what I can see, the biomass appears to be dormant. The risk is minimal.
And how long do you suppose that'll last?
I promise, Captain. I won't let Jack do anything that might put him in jeopardy.
All right. All right. If we're gonna do this, let's do it. Just watch yourself in there, okay? I'll be waiting back at the security entrance.
Understood. I'll see you on the other side.
Let's maybe mind our phrasing, yeah?
Oh, I didn't mean...
It's all right. I know what you meant. Good luck. Popcorn.
I'll unlock the door for you. Stand by. Ready when you are. Jack, up here. The emergency power switch is in this control room.
How do I get inside?
You'll need to go through the maintenance ducts. There should be an access way nearby.
You're sure all the biomass in this sector is dormant?
As sure as it can be. Of course, that will change once we get emergency power back online.
But by then he'll be able to reboot, right?
It will take a minute or two to get Jack scanned into the system, but that is more or less correct. Ah, there you are. This override switch will restore emergency power to the local grid.
What was that?
Emergency power has been restored. The door to the loading bay is unlocked.
What about the fabricator?
Online and ready to scan. Jack, if you'll follow me. Just climb inside and we'll begin. This will only take a few moments.
New template created. Echo Unit Series 11. Initializing fixed tomographic scan. Mapping target composition. Replicating internal functionality. Linking neural matrix to network. Scan complete.
Did it work?
Scan output shows no errors. Neural connection is green. Yes, it worked.
You're sure?
From this point forward, if Jack's shell becomes damaged or destroyed, he will automatically reprint at the nearest working fabricator.
Well, Jack? How do you feel?
More or less the same.
That's it?
The scan procedure wasn't particularly invasive. My cortical functions remain largely unaltered, apart from having my reboot ability restored, of course.
Right. Just that one tiny little life-saving detail.
It's unfortunate that fabricators are incapable of replicating organic matter. Otherwise, Captain, we'd be able to scan you into the system as well.
Right. Well, the important thing is Jack's back to normal.
We're all done here. Jack, I've reopened the access hatch. Make your way back through the maintenance duct. I'll be waiting for you by the entrance to the loading bay.
On my way.
Be careful. Restoring emergency power has awakened the biomass. So unless you're planning to test your new reboot ability, I would avoid all contact.
Understood.
Jack? Jack, are you alright?
I'm here. The fabrication process and data transfer were both successful.
Oh, thank God for that.
Well done, Jack. I hope that wasn't too distressing an experience for you.
Nothing I haven't been through before.
Now then, this corridor will take us through the loading bay and back around to the rear entrance of the security room. After you, Jack.
Liv, we are moving into the loading bay.
Copy that. Keep me posted on comms, alright?
Of course.
I'll continue to scan the station's database for any additional schematics or equipment that might be of use.
Sure, you do that. Good luck in there, Jack.
The way ahead is through this door. But if you try to open it now, the tick is sure to attack you. We should find a way to pacify it, before we even attempt opening the door.
What is this panel in the floor?
An electrical bypass. It allows you to direct emergency power to various systems in the area. You can use your cutter to gain access.
Juno, what is this crane used for?
It utilizes a zero-point energy stasis field to carry and sort incoming cargo, at least when it's powered on. Its primary power source is currently offline. So the bypass powers the crane arm. That will certainly keep the tick occupied. Now we should be able to safely open the door. We're fortunate the store has an emergency release. Not all of them do. Now just pull the release handle and the door will unlatch. That's it. You should be able to slide the door open. Watch yourself. There are 2 more ticks at the end of the corridor. You might be able to use that crane to get past the other ticks. You should be able to use the overhead handles to push it along the rail, or use the turning wheel to rotate the arm. I advise holding the rail to anchor yourself as you move the crane. Another tick. Take care moving forward.
Copy that.
Doors powering up.
What's in these containers?
Dietary provisions, most likely. Salt, coffee, various synthetic grains.
Wait. Back up. You found coffee?
How were we routed? It appears the transformer on the far wall is now live.
The tick is still focused on the door.
So long as the tick has a power source to feed on, it won't bother searching for another. That did it. Well done. You'll need to repower the door before continuing.
What's in these containers?
Dietary provisions, most likely. Salt, coffee, more ticks in the next room.
We'll need some way to distract them. Door powered down. Door power restored. The tick can sense me through the glass.
Yes. As long as it can read your energy signature, the tick will continue to follow you.
Perhaps I can use that to my advantage.
Indeed. Ticks may be deadly, but they're not exactly intelligent.
Got it.
Skillful work, Ep.1. This is concerning. I didn't realize the infestation was so prevalent in this area of the facility.
You don't have any way to detect it in advance.
I only have limited access to the station's internal sensors, which at the moment aren't even fully operational.
You mind telling us just what the hell happened here?
There was a biomass outbreak.
I'll bet it's your attention to detail that sets you apart from all the other AIs.
There's not much more I can tell you without violating my directives.
Well, what about the crew? Are they really all gone?
All 118 souls aboard the station have either perished or were evacuated.
So then, what the hell are we doing here?
After your unexpected arrival aboard the Estrella, I was directed to bring you somewhere safe.
This is safe.
Well, the habitat was safe at the time. Now the ship is our only option.
Brilliant.
I'm guessing there's no way to open this door.
Unfortunately, no. The infestation is too severe. You will need to find another way around. This door is completely disconnected from the power grid. It will need an external power source.
Like a battery.
Precisely. Door powered up.
How much farther, Juno?
Nearly there. The security room is just on the other side of this depot.
I assume we'll find more tick swarms?
Technically, the correct term for a group of ticks is a murder.
Appropriate.
I suppose. I always found the term a little too on the nose. Shields at 95%. Shields at 50%. Shields at 30%. Deftly handled, Jack.
Getting to be quite the tick expert, are we?
I imagine navigating a gauntlet of tick-infested corridors would make anyone an expert.
Actually, it would probably just kill them. Either way, well done.
Juno, you said earlier that you were directed to bring us here.
That's correct.
Or directed by who? I get it. You can't answer that.
Let's just focus on getting you to safety. I suspect much will be made clear once we have you secure aboard the ship. Battery locked in. Door online.
Jack! You made it.
Is everything all right?
Well, I still have a mindless tentacle monster trying with all its might to eat my face. But he hasn't actually managed to do it yet, so all in all, I'd say things are going pretty well. Listen, why don't I keep this little bugger occupied while you deal with the one on the door? Juno, you can help him out there, right?
I believe so.
Disposal unit powered on. Now how do I eject the ticks?
First, you'll have to get the tick into the disposal. Then you'll have to use the manual ejection switch. Tick jettisoned.
Way to go, Jack.
Just one more to go. The creature does seem to be quite fond of the captain. Perhaps we can use that to our advantage.
Liv, come over to the door.
Whatever you need.
Could you move back?
Yup, copy that. Backing right off. Jack! Are you alright? Everything uploaded okay?
Of course, I'm fine.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. Sorry, it's a new system.
One of my former shells. Were we on the Kronos 2, we would eventually attempt recovery.
That won't be necessary. We can simply continue to reprint as needed.
Suits me fine. I'm just glad we have your reboot protocols back.
That's it. We're clear.
Confirmed. Room secure.
Nicely done. Now, Juno, if you would, please. Appreciate it. Are you alright?
Better, now that we're finally clear of the biomass.
Amen to that.
Captain Rhodes,
What is it?
more biomass.
Oh, Juno. You're kidding me right now with this. No, you're not kidding.
Not to worry, Captain. I already have a solution. While sorting through the station's database, I managed to locate a set of design specs for a protective EVA suit.
An EVA suit? With an air supply?
A limited air supply. We'll still want to get you to a stable environment as soon as possible. More importantly, the suit will provide limited protection against the biomass. I've already queued up the schematic. All you have to do is enter the fabricator, and we can begin.
Can't we just print the suit and I'll put it on out here?
The fabricator will perfectly form the suit to fit your body. It only takes a moment.
Okay.
Captain, you have to hold still.
Are you all right?
Yeah. Okay. Juno, you could have warned me this was going to feel so weird.
How would I know?
Well, what do you think? Bit of a step up, wouldn't you say?
I like it. A marked improvement over your old EVA suit.
My old EVA suit was being held together by duct tape. I'd certainly hope this was an improvement. Come on, let's go.
Give me a moment to open the door. The ship is just up ahead.
Oh, I almost forgot how nauseating this stuff looks up close.
No cause for alarm. Your suit's filtration system is designed specifically to handle airborne contaminants. You'll remain safe as long as direct contact is avoided.
I was more worried about my eyes, actually. Is the ship not connected to the station?
Given the risk of contamination, the ship remains severed from the facility. Only under the most extreme circumstances...
I'd say this qualifies.
Of course, Captain. Stand by while I extend the gangway. Once inside, I suggest making your way to the bridge. From there...
Yeah, I'm familiar. From the cockpit, I can use the number 2 engineering panel to cycle the reactor and bring the ship online.
That's correct.
Juno, are you not coming with us?
All the power disruptions have rendered me unable to connect to the ship's mainframe. Once the power levels normalize, I should be able to join you on board. Good luck.
God, what are the odds?
What do you mean, Liv?
Oh, nothing. It's just... I grew up on a ship almost exactly like this one. It was part of the Solar Colonial Initiative.
How long do you suppose it's been in service?
No idea. We'll just have to find someone and ask.
Attention. Atmospheric pressure normal. Oxygen levels normal.
Well, that's promising. Hello? Anyone here? Nothing. I think it's just us, Jack. Well, let's have a look, shall we? This place is kind of nice, actually.
It's... nice? This appears to be an old travel poster. I wonder how many settlements this ship has visited.
Posters like that were hard to miss when I was growing up. Just about every planet and colony had their own.
These cargo containers are designated for terraforming equipment.
Same could be said for us.
The crude nature of this repair is a bit troubling.
Oh, I don't know. Bit of character never killed anyone?
What about loss of atmosphere?
Alright. Fair point.
See if that... There we go. Okay. Alright. I'm going to stop here for now. I played way longer. Plus my headset needs to recharge. I wanted to give... I've been waiting for this game for a long time. So it came out today. I got it. I'm going to play some more of it. Maybe tomorrow or the next day, depending. We'll see. But for now, I say bye-bye. Since I don't know if you can see my hand. No, you probably can't see it. But that's alright. So, I'll see you all later.